Imagine a creature of immense power, built not from bone, but from cartilage, the same soft material in your nose and ears. This ancient design is one of the secrets to their long survival. Tonight, we explore a world without bones, a world of flexibility, silence, and perfect form. Let the gentle current of your breath guide you down into the deep, quiet blue of the ocean. Each fact is a shimmering fish, a piece of a magnificent and peaceful story told across the eons. Just listen, and let these incredible truths guide you into a restful sleep. Fact 1. Let us begin with a quiet truth. Sharks are older than the trees. Fossil scales suggest their ancestors swam in the primordial oceans over 420 million years ago. They silently witnessed the rise and fall of the dinosaurs. They outlasted ice ages and shifting continents. Their story is not written in stone, but in the timeless rhythm of the tides. Fact 2. The secret to their ancient success lies in their skeleton. Sharks have no true bones. Their entire framework is made of light, flexible cartilage. This makes them lighter than bony fish, allowing them to glide through the water with an effortless grace, saving precious energy as they patrol their deep, silent kingdom. Fact 3. Most sharks must keep moving to breathe. They use a process called ram ventilation, where the forward motion of swimming forces water over their gills, extracting life-giving oxygen. It is a constant, gentle dance with the ocean, a slow, rhythmic movement that is as necessary and natural as your own breathing. For these sharks, to move is to live. Fact 4. Their skin is a marvel of natural engineering. It is not made of scales, but of tiny, tooth-like structures called dermal denticles. These denticles are shaped to reduce drag and turbulence, allowing the shark to slip through the water with incredible efficiency and silence. If you could gently touch it, it would feel smooth in one direction and rough like sandpaper in the other. Fact 5. Sharks have a sixth sense. In their snouts, they have a network of jelly-filled pores called the ampullae of Lorenzini. This incredible organ allows them to detect the faint electrical fields generated by the muscle contractions of other living creatures. It is a silent, invisible sense, allowing them to find prey hidden under the sand, a heartbeat in the dark. Fact 6. A shark's teeth are not fixed in its jaw like our own. They are arranged in multiple, conveyor belt-like rows. When a tooth in the front row is lost or worn down, another one from the row behind simply moves forward to take its place. A single shark can go through tens of thousands of teeth in its lifetime, ensuring its bite is always ready and sharp. Fact 7. Not all sharks are the fearsome predators of our imagination. The largest shark in the world, the whale shark, is a peaceful giant. It can grow up to 60 feet long, the size of a school bus, but it is a filter feeder. It glides slowly through the ocean with its mouth wide open, gently sieving tiny plankton and small fish from the water, a serene and spotted monarch of the sea. Fact 8. On the other end of the scale is the smallest shark, the dwarf lanternshark. It is small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, only about 8 inches long. It lives in the deep, dark ocean off the coast of South America, a tiny jewel in the abyss. And it holds a beautiful secret. It can glow in the dark. Fact 9. The dwarf lanternshark is bioluminescent. It has light-emitting organs called photophores on its belly and fins. This gentle glow helps it camouflage itself against the faint light filtering down from the surface, a strategy called counter-illumination. It also uses its light to attract small prey in the endless dark, a tiny, living lantern in the deep. Fact 10. A shark's liver is an incredible, multi-purpose organ. It is very large, making up as much as 25% of the shark's total body weight. It is also rich in oil, which is less dense than water. This oily liver is the shark's primary tool for buoyancy, acting like a natural swim bladder, allowing it to control its depth in the water with minimal effort. Fact 11. The eyes of a shark are perfectly adapted for seeing in low light. Behind their retina is a layer of mirrored crystals called the tapetum lucidum. This acts like a light amplifier, reflecting any available light back through the retina a second time. It is the same structure that makes a cat's eyes appear to glow in the dark, and it gives sharks a clear, sharp view of their twilight world. Fact 12. The unusual shape of the hammerhead shark's head, called a cephalophole, is a masterpiece of sensory evolution. Spreading its eyes far apart gives it incredible binocular vision and depth perception. More importantly, the wide head provides more surface area for the ampullae of Lorenzini, turning the shark into a wide-field metal detector for the electrical signals of its favorite prey, stingrays, buried on the ocean floor. Fact 13. Sharks do not have eardrums. Instead, they hear using a set of tiny tubes on the sides of their head that lead to an inner ear. They are particularly attuned to low-frequency sounds, like the struggling vibrations of a distant, injured fish. They can hear these sounds from over a mile away, a quiet dinner bell ringing in the vastness of the ocean. Fact 14. The Greenland shark is the longest living vertebrate on Earth. These slow-moving giants of the cold, deep Arctic waters can live for an astonishing 400 to 500 years. They grow at an incredibly slow rate and do not even reach sexual maturity until they are about 150 years old. They are living time capsules, silent witnesses to centuries of change in the world above. Fact 15. The thresher shark has a tail unlike any other. Its upper tail fin is enormously long, often as long as its entire body. It uses this tail not for swimming, but as a powerful whip. With a stunningly fast flick, it can strike and stun a fish in a school of prey, making it easy to catch. A silent, elegant hunter with a unique and powerful tool. Fact 16. Sharks reproduce in a variety of ways. Some give birth to live young, called pups, much like mammals. Others lay eggs. These egg cases, often called mermaid's purses, are made of a tough, leathery material. They have tendrils that anchor them to seaweed or rocks, keeping the developing embryo safe as it is gently rocked by the ocean currents. Fact 17. The goblin shark is a creature of the deep sea that looks like it came from a dream. It has a long, blade-like snout and a pale, pinkish skin. Its most remarkable feature is its jaw. When it attacks, it can protrude its jaw dramatically forward, snapping up prey with a speed and reach that is both startling and beautiful in its efficiency. Fact 18. The cookie cutter shark is a small shark with a big bite. It is only about 20 inches long, but it feeds by taking perfectly round, cookie cutter-shaped plugs of flesh from much larger animals, like whales, dolphins, and even other sharks. It attaches with its suctorial lips and then spins its body, its razor-sharp teeth scooping out a neat circle of flesh before it swims away. Fact 19. Many sharks are social creatures. Hammerheads are known to gather in massive schools of hundreds of individuals during the day, a breathtaking, silent underwater ballet. It's believed they do this for protection, navigation, or for social reasons we are only just beginning to understand. At night, they disperse to hunt alone. Fact 20. The stripes of a young tiger shark are very bold and clear, providing camouflage in the dappled light of shallower waters. As the shark grows older and larger, moving to different habitats, these stripes fade and become less distinct, a pattern that changes with the story of its life. Fact 21. Sharks have a lateral line running down each side of their body. This is another sensory organ, a row of pores that can detect subtle changes in water pressure and movement. It allows them to feel the presence of other animals nearby, even in complete darkness, painting a picture of their surroundings through the sense of touch at a distance. Fact 22. The ancient megalodon was the largest shark that ever lived, a true giant of the prehistoric oceans. It could reach lengths of over 60 feet and had teeth the size of a human hand. Its bite was so powerful it could have crushed a small car. But this immense creature, like all others, eventually faded away, leaving only its silent, fossilized teeth as a reminder of its power. Fact 23. Sharks play a vital role as the doctors of the ocean. They tend to prey on the old, weak, or sick individuals in a fish population. This helps to keep the population healthy, prevents the spread of disease, and ensures that the strongest and healthiest fish survive to reproduce. Their presence creates a quiet, natural balance. Fact 24. The powerful great white shark is not a cold-blooded killer. It is a warm-blooded fish, a phenomenon called regional endothermy. It can keep its core body temperature, especially in its muscles, stomach, and brain, much warmer than the surrounding water. This allows it to be a powerful and explosive swimmer, a warm engine in a cold sea. Fact 25. The beautiful patterns on a whale shark are unique to each individual, just like a human fingerprint. Scientists and conservationists use these spot patterns to identify and track individual sharks, learning about their long, peaceful migrations across the world's oceans. Fact 26. The epaulet shark, a small shark from the shallow reefs of Australia, has a remarkable skill. It can walk. When the tide goes out, trapping it in shallow pools, it can use its fins to crawl and wiggle across the rocks and even on dry land for short periods to find a deeper pool. A tiny, resilient explorer of two worlds. Fact 27. The Mako shark is the fastest shark in the world. Like the great white, it is warm-blooded, which fuels its incredible speed. It can swim in sustained bursts of over 45 miles per hour and can leap dramatically out of the water, sometimes over 20 feet into the air, a silent, silver missile of the sea. Fact 28. A state of deep relaxation in sharks is called tonic immobility. If a shark is gently turned onto its back, it enters a natural, trance-like state that can last for several minutes. Scientists often use this harmless technique to study the sharks up close without causing them stress, a moment of peaceful quiet for both researcher and shark. Fact 29. The inside of a shark's intestine, called a spiral valve, is shaped like a corkscrew or a spiral staircase. This unique shape dramatically increases the surface area for absorbing nutrients and slows down the passage of food, allowing the shark to extract every last bit of energy from its meal. Fact 30. The Port Jackson shark has two different types of teeth. The front teeth are small and sharp for grabbing prey, while the back teeth are wide and flat, perfect for crushing the hard shells of the mollusks and sea urchins it loves to eat. A specialized toolkit for a very specific diet. Fact 31. Some female sharks can reproduce without a male, a process called parthenogenesis. This virgin birth has been observed in several captive sharks, such as the zebra shark. It is a rare but remarkable adaptation, a quiet way for life to find a way, even in the absence of a mate. Fact 32. The angel shark is a master of camouflage. It is flat-bodied and spends most of its time lying perfectly still on the ocean floor, buried in the sand. Its mottled, sandy colors make it almost invisible. It waits patiently for a small fish or crustacean to swim by, and then ambushes it with lightning speed. Fact 33. The great ocean migrations of sharks are truly epic. A great white shark has been tracked swimming from South Africa to Australia and back, a journey of over 12,000 miles. They navigate using the Earth's magnetic field, the position of the sun, and their powerful sense of smell, silent, tireless travelers on a global journey. Fact 34. The wobbegong is another master of disguise. Its name is an Aboriginal word meaning shaggy beard, which refers to the whisker-like lobes of skin around its mouth. These, combined with its ornate, carpet-like skin pattern, help it blend in perfectly with the rocky reefs it calls home. Fact 35. Sharks do not have vocal cords and cannot make any sound. Their world is one of silence, of feeling, and of sensing. Communication is done through body language, posture, and movement. A silent, graceful language understood in the deep. Fact 36. The sand tiger shark has a unique survival strategy for its young. While still in the womb, the most developed embryo will eat its unhatched brothers and sisters until only one or two pups remain. This grim but effective method ensures that the pups that are born are large, strong, and well-equipped for survival. Fact 37. A shark's sense of smell is legendary. It can detect a single drop of blood in an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Its two nostrils, called nares, work independently, allowing it to sense which direction a smell is coming from, a skill called stereoolfaction. It can then follow this invisible trail through the water with incredible precision. Fact 38. The basking shark is the second largest fish in the world, after the whale shark. It is also a peaceful filter feeder. Its name comes from its habit of feeding slowly at the surface, appearing to bask in the warm sun. Its enormous gills have structures called gill rakers, which act as a sieve to catch plankton as it swims. Fact 39. The horn shark, a small shark from the coasts of California, gets its name from the sharp spines in front of each of its two dorsal fins. It is a slow-moving, nocturnal hunter that spends its days resting quietly in caves and crevices, emerging at night to search for its hard-shelled prey. Fact 40. Shark cartilage has been studied for medical purposes. But it's a myth that sharks don't get cancer. They do, although it appears to be less common than in many other animals. This myth has sadly contributed to the overfishing of sharks for their cartilage. Fact 41. The color of a shark provides excellent camouflage. Most sharks have a color scheme called countershading. Their bellies are a light white or silver, which makes them hard to see from below against the bright surface of the water. Their backs are a darker gray or blue, which helps them blend in with the deep water when seen from above. A perfect, simple disguise for a life in the open ocean. Fact 42. The nurse shark is a very placid and gentle shark. It is a bottom dweller that is often found resting motionless on the seafloor. Unlike many other sharks, it does not need to swim to breathe. It can actively pump water over its gills, allowing it to lead a much more relaxed and sedentary life. Fact 43. The megamouth shark is one of the rarest and most mysterious sharks in the world. It was only discovered in 1976 and has been seen less than 100 times since. It is a large filter feeder with a huge, soft head and a glowing mouth, which may be used to attract the krill and jellyfish it feeds on in the deep ocean. Fact 44. Sharks are surprisingly intelligent and can learn. In experiments, sharks have been taught to navigate mazes, distinguish between different shapes and colors, and even respond to sound cues. They are not mindless eating machines, but complex animals with the ability to learn and remember. Fact 45. The spiny dogfish has two sharp, venomous spines, one in front of each dorsal fin. If threatened, it can arch its back to drive these spines into a predator. They are one of the most abundant shark species and can live for over 70 years, a small but very successful member of the shark family. Fact 46. The saw shark is not to be confused with the sawfish, which is a type of ray. The saw shark has a long, flat, blade-like snout lined with sharp teeth, which it uses to slash through schools of fish or to dig for prey in the sand. It also has a pair of sensitive barbels, or whiskers, on its snout to help it detect food. Fact 47. A shark's blood contains high levels of urea and trimethylamine N oxide. These compounds help the shark maintain a stable internal salt balance in the salty ocean, a process called osmoregulation. It's a clever chemical solution to the problem of living in seawater. Fact 48. The blue shark is known for its beautiful, slender body and its striking indigo color. They are nomads of the open ocean, making incredible, basin-wide migrations in search of food. They are also known for their large, curious eyes, which give them a gentle and inquisitive appearance. Fact 49. The birth of a shark is a vulnerable time. Baby sharks, or pups, are born with a full set of teeth and are ready to fend for themselves immediately. The mother provides no parental care after birth, so the pups must rely on instinct to find food and avoid becoming prey themselves. Fact 50. The zebra shark has a beautiful and misleading name. As a juvenile, it is covered in bold, zebra-like stripes. But as it matures, these stripes transform into a pattern of small, dark spots, making the adult look more like a leopard. It's a quiet transformation that marks its journey into adulthood. Fact 51. Many sharks are vital to the health of coral reefs. As apex predators, they control the populations of mid-level predators. Without sharks, these smaller predators can become too numerous, overfeeding on the herbivorous fish that keep the reef clean of algae. A healthy reef often has a healthy population of sharks, silently guarding its balance. Fact 52. The bonnet-head shark, a smaller member of the hammerhead family, is the only known omnivorous shark. While it primarily eats crustaceans, it has been found to actively digest and gain nutrients from seagrass, a surprising discovery that changes our understanding of what a shark can be. Fact 53. Shark teeth are naturally coated in fluoride, the same active ingredient in most toothpastes. This makes their teeth highly resistant to cavities, a useful adaptation for a creature that relies so heavily on its bite. Fact 54. The beautiful and strange frilled shark is a living fossil. It lives in the deep ocean and has a long, eel-like body with 6 pairs of frilly gill slits. It is a primitive species that has changed very little in millions of years, a silent glimpse into the ancient past of the shark lineage. Fact 55. Sharks can go into a feeding frenzy, but it is not a mindless, bloodthirsty rage. It is typically triggered by the scent of blood and the thrashing sounds of a struggling animal, which attracts many sharks to one spot. The resulting competition for a limited food source creates the chaotic, fast-paced scene. Fact 56. The swell shark has a remarkable defense mechanism. When threatened, it can swallow a large amount of water or air, inflating its body to nearly twice its normal size. This allows it to wedge itself tightly into a rocky crevice, making it almost impossible for a predator to pull it out. Fact 57. A shark's posture can tell you how it's feeling. An agitated or threatened shark might display aggressive body language, such as arching its back, lowering its pectoral fins, and swimming in an exaggerated, jerky manner. This is a quiet warning to other animals to keep their distance. Fact 58. The powerful tail of a shark is called the caudal fin. In most sharks, the upper lobe is larger than the lower lobe. This asymmetrical shape, called a heterocircle tail, provides lift as well as thrust, helping the shark maintain its position in the water column as it glides forward. Fact 59. The tiny pockets of skin that hold a shark's dermal denticles are a perfect environment for bioluminescent bacteria. Some deep-sea sharks use these bacteria to create their glow, a quiet symbiotic relationship between a giant fish and microscopic life. Fact 60. Lemon sharks are named for their pale, yellowish-brown skin, which provides excellent camouflage over sandy seabeds. They are one of the most studied shark species because they do well in captivity, allowing scientists to learn a great deal about shark behavior and physiology in a controlled, peaceful environment. Fact 61. The powerful jaws of a shark are not fused to its skull. This allows it to protrude its upper jaw forward when it bites, giving it a greater reach and a more powerful grasp on its prey. It is a marvel of flexible, efficient design. Fact 62. Sharks do not suffer from bone diseases like osteoporosis because they don't have bones. Their cartilaginous skeleton grows continuously throughout their life, and while it can be damaged, it does not become brittle with age. Fact 63. Not all sharks are saltwater creatures. The bull shark is famous for its incredible ability to swim far up freshwater rivers. They have been found thousands of miles up the Mississippi and Amazon rivers. They have a special gland that allows them to adapt their bodies to the changing salt content of the water. Fact 64. The blacktip reef shark is one of the most common sharks found in the shallow waters of tropical coral reefs. They are easily identified by the prominent black tips on their fins. They are shy and timid creatures, often seen patrolling the reef edges in a quiet, peaceful rhythm. Fact 65. The process of a shark embryo developing inside its mother's womb can be long and slow. For the spiny dogfish, pregnancy lasts for nearly 2 years, one of the longest gestation periods of any vertebrate in the world. Fact 66. The oceanic white-tip shark is a master of the open ocean. It is a slow but opportunistic cruiser, often the first to arrive at a potential food source. It gets its name from the distinctive white mottling on the tips of its fins, a clear marking in the endless blue. Fact 67. The strange, whip-like nose of the saw shark is not just for hunting. It is also a powerful sensory organ. It is covered in ampullae of Lorenzini and pores that detect movement, allowing the shark to build a detailed picture of the seafloor and find any prey hidden beneath the sand. Fact 68. Some sharks have a protective third eyelid called a nictitating membrane. When a shark is about to bite its prey, this membrane slides over the eye to protect it from being scratched or injured. It's a built-in, transparent shield for a moment of action. Fact 69. The brain of a shark is surprisingly complex. The olfactory lobe, which processes smells, is massive, making up a large portion of the brain. But the cerebrum, responsible for learning and instinct, is also well developed, highlighting their capacity for complex behaviors. Fact 70. The teeth of the filter-feeding sharks, like the whale shark and basking shark, are tiny and non-functional. They are a quiet evolutionary echo of their predatory past, a remnant of a life they no longer lead. Fact 71. Sharks have an incredible ability to heal. Their skin and flesh can recover from severe wounds with remarkable speed and often with little to no scarring. This resilience is a key part of their long history of survival in a competitive ocean. Fact 72. The leopard shark, found along the Pacific coast of North America, is named for the beautiful, dark saddle-like markings on its back. They are a harmless and gentle species, often found in large, nomadic schools in shallow, muddy bays. Fact 73. The largest ever gathering of sharks was a school of basking sharks, estimated to be over 30,000 individuals. A truly breathtaking and peaceful spectacle. These gentle giants had gathered to feed on a massive bloom of plankton. Fact 74. A shark's hearing is directional. Because its inner ears are on opposite sides of its head, it can tell which direction a sound is coming from based on which ear receives the sound first. This allows it to home in on a sound source with quiet precision. Fact 75. The crocodile shark is a small, deep-water shark with enormous eyes and long, fang-like teeth. It is named for its habit of snapping its jaws when taken out of the water. It undertakes a great vertical migration each day, spending the daytime in the deep, dark water and rising to the surface at night to feed. Fact 76. The fins of a shark are very different from those of a bony fish. They are stiff and rigid, which is excellent for providing stability and speed in a straight line, but it means they cannot swim backward or stop suddenly with the same agility as other fish. They are built for gliding, for forward momentum. Fact 77. When a great white shark bites its prey, it will often take a single bite and then swim away, waiting for the animal to weaken before returning to feed. This is not cruelty, but a smart survival strategy to avoid being injured by a struggling, powerful animal like a sea lion. Fact 78. The shape of a shark's teeth can tell us exactly what it eats. Long, thin, needle-like teeth are perfect for grabbing slippery fish. Serrated, blade-like teeth are for tearing flesh from large prey. And flat, crushing teeth are for hard-shelled animals. Each tooth is a perfectly designed tool for a specific meal. Fact 79. The population of sharks worldwide is in a steep and quiet decline. Overfishing, both for their fins and as accidental bycatch, is the single greatest threat to their survival. These ancient, resilient creatures are now facing a challenge they may not be able to overcome. Fact 80. The strange, alien-like helicopter shark, or helicoprion, which lived before the dinosaurs, had a bizarre spiral of teeth in its lower jaw that looked like a circular saw. For a century, scientists didn't know how it worked, until modern scans revealed it was used to slice through soft-bodied prey deep inside its mouth. Fact 81. The world's oceans would be a very different place without sharks. As top predators, they create a cascading effect of balance throughout the ecosystem. Their removal can lead to unpredictable and often devastating changes in the ocean's food web, a quiet unraveling of a complex tapestry. Fact 82. Young lemon sharks have been shown to learn from each other. In experiments, inexperienced sharks learned a task faster by observing a trained, more experienced shark. This is a form of social learning, a quiet transfer of knowledge from one individual to another. Fact 83. The skin of a female shark is often much thicker than that of a male. This is an adaptation to protect her from the bites of the male during their sometimes rough courtship and mating rituals. Fact 84. The goblin shark's long snout is covered in sensory pores. It hunts in the deep, dark ocean where sight is useless. It uses its snout to scan the bottom, and when it detects the faint electrical field of a crab or a fish, its lightning-fast jaws do the rest. Fact 85. The beautiful reef manta ray, a close relative of the shark, has the largest brain-to-body size ratio of any fish. They are intelligent, curious, and have been observed engaging in complex social behaviors, a gentle giant with a brilliant mind. Fact 86. Many shark species are counterintuitive. The angel shark looks like a ray, the frilled shark looks like an eel, and the whale shark acts like a baleen whale. The shark family tree is full of beautiful and surprising diversity, a quiet testament to evolution's endless creativity. Fact 87. The life of a shark is a slow one. They grow slowly, mature late in life, and have very few young compared to bony fish. This slow reproductive rate makes them incredibly vulnerable to overfishing, as their populations take a very long time to recover from decline. Fact 88. The fins of a shark do not have bones, but are supported by soft, unsegmented rays of cartilage called ceratotrichia. This is a primitive and lightweight design that has served them well for over 400 million years. Fact 89. The deep sea is home to some of the strangest sharks, like the kitefin shark, which has lips so thick it can suction its prey. or the viper dogfish, with slender, needle-like teeth that are visible even when its mouth is closed. The deep holds many more quiet secrets. Fact 90. A shark's sense of taste is not in its mouth, but in its skin. They have taste buds not just on their tongue, but on the skin inside their mouth and throat. They can often tell if something is a good food source before they even fully bite down. Fact 91. Some sharks, like the great white, will spy hop. They will lift their head out of the water to get a look at their surroundings above the surface. It is a moment of quiet curiosity, a creature of the blue world, taking a peek into the world of air. Fact 92. The nursery grounds of many shark species are in calm, shallow coastal waters, like mangrove forests and estuaries. These areas provide the young pups with plenty of food and protection from larger predators, a quiet, safe haven to begin their lives. Fact 93. The relationship between sharks and the small fish called remoras is a classic example of symbiosis. The remora uses a suction disc on its head to attach to the shark, getting a free ride and feeding on leftover scraps. The shark is generally unaffected, a silent, mobile home for its smaller companions. Fact 94. When a shark loses a tooth, it doesn't just disappear. Millions of fossilized shark teeth are found all over the world. Because they are so hard and are constantly being shed, they are the most common fossil of any vertebrate, quiet little tokens of an ancient life. Fact 95. The blood of the Greenland shark contains a natural antifreeze compound, which allows it to survive in the frigid waters of the Arctic. It is a perfect adaptation for a long, slow life in an extreme environment. Fact 96. The fear of sharks is largely a modern invention, amplified by movies and stories. In reality, you're more likely to be harmed by a falling coconut, a champagne cork, or a vending machine than by a shark. They are not monsters, but magnificent animals deserving of respect. Fact 97. Many cultures have a deep reverence for sharks. In some Pacific Islander traditions, sharks are seen as ancestral spirits or guardians of the sea, powerful beings that protect the people and the ocean itself. A relationship built on respect, not fear. Fact 98. The conservation of sharks is vital for the health of our planet. As key predators in the marine ecosystem, their survival is linked to the survival of countless other species and the overall balance of the ocean, which produces much of the oxygen we breathe. Fact 99. The skeleton of a shark is not just cartilage. Over its life, it is reinforced by the deposit of calcium salts, a process called calcification. This makes the cartilage stronger and more durable, especially in the jaws and backbone, giving strength to its flexible form. Fact 100. And so, let your mind rest on this final, peaceful thought. The shark is a story of survival, a creature designed for silence and efficiency that has glided through the deep, quiet waters of our world long before we were here, and will hopefully continue long after we are gone. A timeless, beautiful, and perfect form, forever swimming in the ocean of your dreams.